On paper, these two cars are pretty much exactly the same. But why does the Miata cost thousands of dollars more than the Z3 if in fact the Z3 is technically a nicer car? In today's video, we're gonna figure that out. Now, a few months back, I bought this Mazda Miata and my dad bought this BMW Z3. Now that we've had some time to get used to them, drive them, understand what these cars are all about, hopefully in today's video, I can answer the question on why the Miata costs more than the Z3. Just to give you kind of a rough idea, I paid $7,000 for this Miata and my dad paid about $5,000 for this guy. They have roughly about the same miles. This guy had about 92,000, this guy around 115, so pretty dang close, but this car was just so much cheaper and it's honestly a nicer car. All right, so the BMW Z3. The car that we all might possibly be sleeping on. Now, like the Miata, it's a 4-cylinder, 5-speed manual, rear-wheel drive. It's a roadster, same size as the Miata. Essentially, the Miata's twin, just, you know, I guess a Miata wearing a tuxedo, if you want to say that. All right, let's start this off with the pull. You know what I'm saying? I mean, both these cars are slow. They're both slow. But they're actually pretty dang similar. They both have about 130 horsepower. I want to say the Miata is like 139. This car's about 132. So both the Miata and the BMW Z3 give you that pure driving experience that you want. So of course, we had to pair that with the right tire, which is Kumho Tires V730. My dad's actually running a staggered setup with the 225 up front, 245 in the rear. I'm actually running a squared setup on the Miata with 225 both in the front and the rear. Right when I threw the wheel and tire setup on the Miata, my dad said he loved the look of it. He wanted exactly that. I actually just recently surprised my dad with this set of tires. We put it on the car. He got some new wheels. And of course, he wanted something that's going to increase the performance. That V730 was a perfect fit for him as well. I'm sorry if you have a Z3. This is just how I'm feeling. It's just how I'm feeling right off the bat. Even stock suspension in the Miata, it felt it just a bit better, more alive. This feels, I don't know, I guess a bit more dead or numb, but it does give you that more relaxed kind of feel while you're driving, which is most likely what BMW wanted, I'd assume. Luxury? I don't know. The Miata, it just feels more engaging. It's more, just, I don't know, feels more alive. All right, now talking about pure driving experience, the Z3, this is what it's given me. It's fun to drive, but there seems to be like this numbness to the car, if that makes sense. I feel like I'm less connected to the road, if that makes sense. This thing does feel like a little bit more sluggish than the Miata stock for stock. That's obviously what modifying a car is for. The Miata right now has a set of coilovers. I'm imagining throwing a set of coilovers on this guy, maybe some sway bars, stuff like that. It could kind of wake up this car and turn it into more of what the Miata already is. But don't get me wrong, this car, there's nothing bad about it. There's absolutely nothing bad about it. In fact, I don't know why more people don't get them if it's technically like just a cheaper Miata and arguably might look better than the Miata. This thing actually looks freaking sick, and I've seen multiple videos on YouTube recently. Wide body kits on them, super nice wheels. And for the longest time, the Miata was that cheap, fun roadster. But I'm wondering if the BMW Z3 is gonna kind of now take its place because it's cheaper. It's literally cheaper. It's thousands of dollars cheaper. And it's actually nicer. I can't get over it. Like, it's legitimately like a nicer car that's cheaper. I don't know how many times I said that, but it's just not adding up. It doesn't make sense to me. All right, back in the Miata. Let's see if this thing is actually worth thousands of dollars more than that Z3. Speed test, let's check it out. All right. Yeah, you know what? The Miata feels faster. The Miata does feel faster. That's kind of what I expected. I'll pop up specs on screen, but Miata definitely does feel faster than the Z3. Also, one thing to note, now that I'm hopping into this thing, the Miata definitely feels smaller in the inside. If you're a relatively bigger person, I'm about 5'10", and fitting in both cars, I kind of notice, I think the Z3 even does have more headroom. It kind of even looks like that from the outside. But yeah, Z3 definitely feels a lot more spacious, more comfortable than the Miata if you're, you know, a bigger person. So yeah, right off the bat, something that the Miata just has down over the Z3 stock for stock is shift feel. and steering feel. It kind of seems like the Miata was going for the most pure driving experience and only focused on that, and kind of left in the dust the more luxurious things, obviously, like heated seats and leather and all this stuff, all those nice amenities, making it quieter inside the cabin. Kind of seems like BMW focused their stuff on that, on those aspects of the car, and Mazda seemed to focus more on the actual real driving experience. That's just how it feels. All right, so now answering the realest question of them all, and kind of the point of the video. Do I think that the Miata is worth thousands of dollars more than the Z3? No. No, I don't think it is. I don't think it is. I mean, I guess I would have to fully modify both, see both cars' kind of potential, where they're at. But it kind of just seems like the Miata is just so popular. So many people build them on social media and all this stuff. It has this crazy light on it for it being just like the god car, right? And don't get me wrong, this Miata is freaking amazing, but the Z3 honestly feels so damn similar, and you honestly kind of get more for your money that way. Now, unless you're building a full bore all-out track car, maybe the Miata is better. Maybe that's kind of where the Miata will shine. Maybe it has a better potential for being a track car than a Z3. But if you just want a nice little roadster to have fun with on the weekend, the Z3 is a great option if you're more on a budget. I think the Z3 could kind of replace the Miata as far as that fun, super budget-friendly, sporty roadster. They're dirt cheap. They're a lot of fun. Feels pretty damn similar to a Miata. And I think it's worth a shot. I think they definitely deserve some more credit. The car's super fun, super cheap, and it looks damn good. So there you go. There you have it. There is my honest opinion on both the BMW Z3 and the Miata. I hope this video helped you out. Hope you got some entertainment out of it. I think that's going to be it. Catch you on the next one. Peace out.